onto the Fish residence and their great room. So Gary Fish, he's one of our examples where this is a CEO of a large company, a great tech company that had Crestron in their boardroom. So were accustomed to us, the convenience that we brought within their boardrooms for the unified communications, and then they wanted to bring that technology fluidity into their home. So we wanted to update his house. This again is in Kansas City, Missouri. In his Italian style architecture home, there's actually 5 levels of living space here. They wanted the technology within that space, again, that convenience, that fluidity of the experience that he enjoys at his work, and bring that home without disrupting the architecture, without disrupting that design. So there's a lot of careful planning that has to go into something like this so that we can easily just, not all of the technology is hidden, but it is strategically placed so it's not going to detract from the overall effect that this homeowner wanted to have. So here we have the focal point of the home's entertainment offering. So this is a wine tasting space. So you'll see that wraparound cellar there that is on full display within the glass walls. There's lighting control within those glass cellars so that we can highlight different regions, different bottles, or really just illuminate them in a way that's really beautifully done. So when we're entertaining, again, it's not that sterile cafeteria light that's beaming down on them like, hey, look at all of me right now. But it creates this aura of just mystery, and you're just intrigued by all of the bottles that are surrounding you within this space. And again, it's beautifully done within this dining area so that they're able to really just enjoy this as a gathering space.
I think it's cool that this and the Ferraris, it's like find an element of personal interest and figure out how to showcase it and kind of build lifestyle elements and gathering elements around that. But then you're going to make them look great, right?
Yeah.
You're going to light and we saw a wine rack that was lit yesterday from one of our presenters too. So if wine is an interest, and there are a lot of people interested in wine, and they want to show that off, that's a nice thing to feature.
Yeah, absolutely. When you focus on what's important to the client, that's what, they don't buy because of our reasons. They don't invest because of our reasons. They invest because of theirs. So to be able to highlight some of their interests and their hobbies is a huge one. So of course, within that space, we have HVAC, the climate control, that's going to set parameters if anything should happen within that space. If there's any kind of variation in temperature that's going to affect that wine, we do have several sensors in there. We have slab sensors, we have temperature and humidity sensors within that space, so that we know, if there's any issues, and we can proactively address them before anything happens. Because again, this is a very big focal point for this homeowner, so that we wanted to make sure that we address that first and foremost. What's the point of highlighting an entire wine cellar if all of the wine has already gone bad?
That's an area of expertise that you guys have, how to take care of wine.
Well, I know how to do that pretty well, but yes.
Preserve the temperature,
Yep.
Police all of that, monitor, because there can be tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars of wine. And but there's a body of expertise that could be shared with the builder and an integrator to make that stuff happen.
Yeah, absolutely, especially within the luxury space. You have a lot of clients that have these beautiful wine collections and are going to want to preserve that and protect that. So a lot of our dealers, especially on the West Coast, perhaps, by the Napa Valley, they have a lot of these clients where they have a lot of experience with that. So some of these things that might seem one-off or so, we probably have done it. Hi.
A quick question. As you're integrating all these things, when there's all these different products in different sectors that are they're all coming to market with their own communication interfaces, like their own screens and their own touchpads and all that stuff. How do you approach trying to bring that all into one umbrella and not have the fridge trying to talk to you and the stove trying to talk to you all at the same time? And I guess my secondary question is, are we seeing a level of products coming to market that are basically dumb so that they can fold into a higher control system? They don't have their own direct interface that could just make things more complex.
So when we talk about like the whole home integration, we do prefer, and a lot of companies will tell you this, that they do prefer to keep everything talking the same language. So that's one of the great things that we're able to do. Everything that we have is made to work with each other. So we have, under our umbrella, we have lighting, shades, audio and video, HVAC control that we actually manufacture. Our engineers have written the language for that. So the best practice is to have everything under the same language. If you absolutely need to integrate something else, like we have a lot of third-party partners, we're not going to reinvent, pull and spot control. There are a lot of great brands out there that already do that. We work with their engineering teams so that we can interface with them almost natively, so that there is not going to be, Crestron is going to do 4 to 5 things, and then this one thing, you're going to have to go out of that app and then do that. And as far as the dumb components, I mean, anything that we can connect to, we try. If it's something like, I think I had someone yesterday ask me if something can be integrated, but it was something that you just wouldn't automate. I think, is she here? I don't know if I see Wellesley, but we were talking. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, we were talking about the in-house vacuum. So while it would be, it is something that is within the home, you probably would not need to automate that. If there was some kind of sensor, if like something needed to be emptied, we might be able to interact with it in that way. But there's just some things that probably don't need to be integrated, are better off not integrated. Some people, we were talking about fireplaces. That is a great thing to be able to integrate into the space, but there are safety protocols. So you're not going to be, 10 miles away and, hit your phone by accident and turn the fireplace on at home. There are definitely safety protocols integrated into there so that you're not going to be able to do that. Now, back in the day when people were just willy-nilly and just programming whatever, I don't know that people had thought of that, but it is definitely a concern that that is being addressed. It has been addressed. I haven't heard of anything within our, biosphere of something like that happening, but it's definitely something that when not done properly, it can be an issue. So, yeah, thank you for that question. That was a good one. Thank you. I promise you weren't planted there, but thank you. So again, just the overall result from Mr. Fish, they love the ease of use. They love to be able to check on things wherever they are. That's one of the things that's the beauty of having any kind of integrated technology that you can remote into, to be able to have that peace of mind that everything is off. You've locked the door. You've set the alarm system, everything is good to go. So that's a great thing besides your simplicity, that peace of mind that you can have with that.